Hello everyone. So I wanted to shuffle these cards correctly. I'm using the deck of character, and there are 111 cards, and they cover all the different areas. So what I wanted to do is read on the monster, the White House squatter, the demented wannabe dictator, I should say. And I like this deck because you guys can read it too. So feel free to, put what your intuitive hits are, because they're very all, symbolic. All the cards are symbolic. Anyone can read symbols. So the question I'm putting into the deck is, what is Trump going to be doing? Trump and his regime, what are they going to be doing the rest of this week? Sorry, it's already Tuesday, but, let's go with like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I could possibly come back on do something on Saturday. I have my live streams on Thursday, so if you want to join me then, and if you have questions for the live, put them in the comments anywhere, I'll find them. And it's at noon Pacific, Thursday. And I could read again on Friday and Saturday, but I have a client on Sunday, so I won't be able to do a reading on Sunday. But my members, I will do your dailies. I have them ahead of time. And that's a really, that full moon coming in. Whoo! There's a grand cross. Like a square, and then an X marks the spot. It's amazing. So, anyway. Tater tot. Treason. The monster. That guy. What are you going to be doing over this full moon week and into the weekend? What are you all going to be doing, this regime? Causing more people to cry, of course, right? Like, when are we going to be done with this? But causing us to get into our intuition and trust our guts and have more guts. And fire-breathing dragon. They're going to just, you keep throwing more fuel on it. It's like I got in it's Trump's and Kager's reading that they were going to self-sabotage. Ocean? Is he going to do something stupid about some more bombing boats? Also, he's going to be crying about the loss of his crypto coin money. God, tears, blood, bulldozer. Is he going to do something more to the White House? I mean, talk about a child that just, he really is like the 2-year-old that goes into reaction when he doesn't get what he wants or things don't go his way. I mean, the way he just tore down the East Wing. And then all of this distraction in the, in the Caribbean, taking out these, Venezuelan so-called, Trinidad or whatever dog or whatever their gang is. And it's just this is interesting. Yeah, I know what that is. Okay. Yeah, he's just trying to hide his pain. But I think the main deal is he's he's just constantly in reaction around not getting his way, and then he does something to distract. There's that too. It's all about distraction. It's pretty much grifting, distraction, and constant emotional reaction, because he's a weirdo. He for sure is. So now what he does within his own self-sabotage is that's where he comes from, his unconscious, and he tells on himself all the time. So we could look at these cards this way too. So you read them how you want. If you want to do like by day, you can do it that way. You can also do what I like to do is knighting, where it's 2 over and 1 up. So that's why I do 5. So there's this center card that's going to knight to all 4 corners. And to me, cartomancy rules are the 4 corners tell a story. And you can also mirror the cards together. And the 9 box in the middle is important. You can read the angles, this way. And the knighting also goes 2 down and 1 over. So I knight this way. So that's what I'm going to do. You guys do it how you want. And drop it in the comments. Tell me what you get. And then as the days go by, things will make more sense too. It'll be like, oh, that's what that was. At least that's how it always works for me. So anyway, what he's going to be doing is hurting inside because he doesn't get what he wants, because he's the weirdo, and it's all about money for him. And he thinks that that's where he gets his power. So what he's going to do is just throw punches and keep amplifying it, because he thinks that if he's the tough guy, it camouflages where he's always stabbing himself in the, whatever he's doing. And he might even be having some little, because with his health reading, there were a few days in there where it looked to me like there was some unexpected surgery. I had the 10 of Cups reversed, and I also had the 9 of Pentacles reversed, which is a hospital stay. And I think there was another card, I can't remember. And I think at the bottom, I had the bottom of the deck, somewhere in there, I know I had the Ace of Swords reversed. Or was that too? Anyway, so I feel like he's going to be in a lot of pain, but he won't ever show it, because, when you're a narcissist or a psychopath, you don't show your pain, can't punk out, man. So what he's going to do is just hold it all in, but punch it out to everyone else, amplify it over and over, and it's to hide, again, where he sabotages himself. So he might be throwing punches, knives, mostly with words, but what he's really, really bothered by is, and what he's trying to distract from, it's obvious to see that it has to do with the attack on the ship, the ocean, the Caribbean Ocean, and worried. I think he's worried about war crimes. So, yeah, talk about treason, right? Jeez. So, now the jail cell and the weirdo, to me, I think this is keggers. These two mirroring. So there's that. And he may be throwing the punch to keggers, like, we know he's going to throw him on. We don't have a bus in this deck, so let's call it the bulldozer. He's going to put keggers under the bus, and doesn't care where the blood goes or whatever. And he's going to isolate himself. Trump is going to isolate himself from the situation and blame it all on hog's breath. And then there might be some going to the Saudis for something. Doesn't everybody go to the Saudis? They all go to the Saudis for money. That was one thing. It was in South Park. There was I don't know if you guys saw the whole episode. If you saw the whole episode, there were so many little, under the radar digs, and there was Kevin Hart. It's like they're talking about everybody going to Saudi Arabia for money. So yeah. But anyway, what he's going to be doing, he and his regime, throwing punches to try and camouflage. That's the main thing, camouflage through throwing punches. But it's the war that they're trying to start. I don't really think, I don't know, would Venezuela fight? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, and then just amplifying more of that to act like the tough guys, because they're really, really weak. I mean, I could only imagine how they are. They're probably just like little weird, not children, but weird, just weird inside, to the point where it's all about money. If they don't have money, they don't have women, and they don't have then they're nobody. And it's really just, stabbing themselves. They're going to put sharp words out because they feel like the weirdo. It's all just a big a projection of their own self-hatred. But they're going to be threatening with the dragon and the island. They're going to be threatening to the point of isolating themselves. Trump himself is going to bulldoze, throw under the bus the weirdo, like I already said. Yeah, and it is all about this whole week. They're going to be losing money. Trump's going to be losing money with his Trump, crypto coins, even more than he already has. He's been losing. It's like tanking. It's going to tank some more, and he may go to the Saudis to try and sell something else or make some money. But meanwhile, there's a lot of distraction away from, he's going to try and distract away from the situation in the Caribbean that they created, that they did. Now, let's see. Let's do it this way, because I'm not getting anything more out of here. Here's your warning. If you want to screenshot this and then put your comments in, because I want to ask a question from a different angle. Okay, got it? I'm keeping my hands away. All right. So let's do it this way. The next question is going to be, what is going to be coming back on them the rest of this week? What's the karma? What are the boomerangs? What's gonna be flump? Okay. I would use the tarot, but I know I'll just get like the devil and the tower and the and then the players. It's always going to be Christy Noel, the Queen of Wands, Bondi, the Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, what is going to happen to them this week? To Trump and his regime. How's it going to go? And mostly for Trump. The pedophile White House squatter. Oh. Feeling deserted? Want any more dessert? No, that'd be 2 S's. Oh boy. Okay. In jail throwing eggs? In jail about the egg prices haven't come down? I don't know. No. It's something new. What's going to happen to him is something new that's going to make him feel even more isolated and restricted And he is literally in jail with the devil. Oh yeah, and here's a swamp. The universe of the swamp. The swamp has grown. Oh my goodness. The universe has grown. The swamp has grown as big as the universe with him. So yeah, talk about draining the swamp. He always was the swamp. So with a sunken ship, slinging more shit. He's going to be trying to repair the restriction he's under. But it's all smoke and mirrors. A lot of big old smoke and mirrors, okay. And then he's going to lounge, sit around Mar-a-Lago, wishing, sometimes I think hoping he had a mom. Where's my mom? Hoping he'll have somebody to wait on him hand and foot, probably. Baby, oh my goodness. What's happening to him, though? Holy cow. And then we have the cave. Let's see what's at the bottom. Maze and wild one. Yeah. So this is primarily, these two at the bottom here, I think are primarily what's going on at Mar-a-Lago whenever he gets and goes there, or any other one of his resorts. But he doesn't do much work anyway. Even if he's in Washington, D.C., he's not, yeah. But it looks like there is a little trip here. So anyway, what's happening to him is he'll be deserted, isolated. His swamp creatures are growing as big as the universe. Mothers are going to, I think, unite and sling more crap at all of them because they're tired of being hurt. Yeah, talk about the power of sticking together. Have you seen all those? I mean, Rachel Maddow and some others, they keep showing the power of people coming together to protect when ice comes into certain communities. You know, they're really, really stepping up the game. So I get that feeling there. The wizard is puzzling me here. Oh, this is like Russell Vogt, Peter Thiel kind of energy, because we have to put it in terms of the surrounding cards, and or anybody that could spin. Let's let go of the words, okay? Spin something that is really demonic, but spin it to something smart to protect being seen in the darkness. And this is how we repair. Like his regime is going to try and repair things for him. But his karma is that he will be restricted. There'll be a new level of some kind of restriction. And he's attracting even more demons, so more hauntings are there. That's why he wants his mommy. And this is interesting. Attracting smoke. Attracting, if I let go of the word, just forget about that. It's just something out there. It's like it reminds me of the Seven of Cups. You know, the shell game. I just still feel like there's, you know what it could be is that Saudi Arabia kind of ghosts him, slings some shit and just says, get out of town, whatever. He is really setting up his next lifetime to just be at the bottom of all of this. You know, when I see anything that has to do with the ocean, I think of the karmic emotional waters of the past that haven't been healed, and to have the sunken ship here. Because remember, this spread is what's going to happen to him. So him and his swamp are going to be isolated and sunk, and they can lounge around and do whatever they want, but maybe it's more about people who are working to help America. So Americans trying to repair the fact that we have a Congress, a Republican GOP Congress. The Democrats are the only ones doing any work. All the entire GOP, they literally are sunk. And they need new life, but it's not coming in. What's coming in is a bunch of shit. And they're just wanting to get out of Dodge, and it's, aren't they all on a holiday anyway? Until January 5th? Don't they not come back till January 5th? Or they're leaving and then won't be back till the 5th, something like that. Maybe that's what happens this week. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, the karma is to be further sunk, and literally sunk, deeply sunk into the swamp with a lot of poop. And no matter what they try to, no matter how they try to spin it, they're just leveled and burning in the sun. Smoke doesn't help either. And people are moving away by the droves. Like, think of how many people could fit in a jet, in a big jet, and because we want to get away from the poop. And travel problems that they've created. So there's some comeuppance there. And they are further in a maze of, where are the women? There should be women that love us. Well, no, there aren't. You can pay for them. There's some that you can buy, but they're not going to really love you. That's not real love. Because these guys don't deserve any real love. And that's probably why, maybe this is all their mother issues coming back on them. Like a universe. Just think of if we let go of the word, the universe here, but think of the soul journeying around all these different lifetimes. And they still haven't gotten out of their demonic, entrapments, and they keep having all these. They keep incarnating into situations where, like Trump, his mother had mental problems, and was also very physically ill. So they don't have the mother's love, and then they go to, just anybody, they'll give them that attention. Like what Hag's Breath, you guys, thank you so much for the education about the fact that he's been married 3 times and twice to the same person or whatever, and got her pregnant, got her knocked up even before they got married, I guess, which, I don't have any judgment around that, I don't care, but he was married to, he cheated. He was cheating on his wife with the new one, got her pregnant, and yeah. And she's a big old Fox executive or producer or something like that. Wow, I had no idea. So anyway, that's it. That's all I'm getting, but for now. But I'll give you a few seconds if you want to take a screenshot of this and let me know, because this one is about what's his karma, what's their karma, what's going to be happening to them this week. So, okay. Bye.